Hello, I am Debbie McKeever, founder and owner of Strong and Healthy Temple. Welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about seeing yourself through another lens. And this is a topic that was inspired by another one of my short reels. And in that, I talk about how we have the tendency to be self critical. You've heard the expression that we're our own worst critic, and that tends to ring true. And a lot of times, other people can see in us what we can't see in ourselves, or they believe in us more than we believe in ourselves. And so it becomes helpful to try to look at yourself from a perspective of someone who believes in you and who sees something that you can't quite yet see. And I'll use a couple of examples here. One of them, and they're personal examples, one of them is my 12-year-old nephew. And this is particularly when he was really young. I mean, it's still true now, but when he was really young, because children tend to see things, honestly and innocently. As we get older, it's almost as if we get amnesia and we forget who we are in God, and we forget that God is in us. We have a tendency to forget that we are divine beings being expressed as humans, on this in this physical realm. And so, kids still have that divine innocence where they're thinking from their higher self, and they're using their spiritual senses, whereas we're using our physical senses, particularly our physical eyesight, instead of our spiritual eyes. And so, there were certain things that he would see in me, and he would make certain comments to me and about me. And initially, I would lovingly correct him, thinking that I was doing the right thing. And then it dawned on me, he's seeing something in me that I can't see in myself, and he believes in me more than I believe in me. So instead of correcting him, I got to the point that I started to see things from his eyes, from his perspective. I said, I need to look at myself from the lens of his innocent eyes. And that's what you do. You look at yourself from that perspective, from a new lens, from that divine lens, until you become one with that image. And that's the thing that you become. As long as you are critical and you see yourself as less than, then you're always going to be less than. Because I think a lot of times we talk ourselves down, especially when it comes to serving our purpose here on the earth. We talk ourselves down and think that we're not good enough. Or, I'll use YouTube as an example. We'll say, well, nobody really wants to hear what I have to say, and so then we don't start our channel, or we don't make a product, because we think, well, nobody's really gonna buy it, or I can't do that good enough yet, or whatever it is. And speaking of YouTube, I had a young lady say to me that she and her fiance watch my YouTube videos all the time. And I've actually had several people, telling me, we watch your YouTube videos all the time, or, we listen to your podcast all the time. And, it was like, I found myself being surprised by that. And I think it's because, in the back of our minds, we're telling ourselves that we're not good enough, or that we look like a fool or sound like a fool, not really realizing that people are benefiting from what we have to say or what we have to offer. And I mentioned in the short reel that as long as we're in that self-critical mode, is that we're doing an injustice to the people that need us to serve our purpose. There are people here who need to hear what we have to say. They need our product and they need our service. We were all placed here with a purpose, and we need to see ourselves through our mind's eye, so that we can serve that purpose out, for those people that need us, that God placed us here for. Another example is with my boyfriend. My boyfriend absolutely thinks that I am perfect. And when I say perfect, I mean perfect. Like he says all the time, you know, you are absolutely perfect. He thinks that my skin is perfect, my hair is perfect, my body is perfect. He thinks everything is perfect. And I found myself doing what I had done with my little nephew. Is in the beginning I wanted to kind of correct him, you know, in the back of my mind, thinking, well, you know, nobody's perfect. But then I realized, no, I don't need to correct him. I need to accept the compliment and move on, and, you know, start to see myself through his eyes, because he's seeing something in me that I can't yet see. And so I need to get to the point where I can see what he's seeing, see the image that he's seeing, and make myself one with that. And so that's my whole point in this is, you know, see yourself from a perspective of the people who are inspired by you and the people who love you unconditionally. And, you know, and stop being so self-critical. We look at ourselves and we literally look for flaws. We look for flaws, you know, about our talents and abilities, about our appearance. You know, we're just looking for something to criticize about ourselves, and we're doing not only the people that we were placed here to serve an injustice, but we're doing ourselves an injustice. And so, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope that you enjoyed. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love for you to subscribe to the videos, hit the bell icon to receive notifications of when I release new videos. Please share the videos with your family, friends, and network. Thank you so much for watching, and make it a fantabulous day.